Afternoon, everybody. It's great to be here once again. I'm going to do a little paraphrasing. I want to talk briefly about the Good Samaritan woman, but I'm not going to go too deep into it. But I want to talk about something that is important, and it's coming up again. I'm seeing about worshiping God, where to worship God, how to worship God. And I said this a long time ago, and I've said this a million times. Maybe a million is being, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, expanding on what I really mean. But I remember a while back I told you about a Catholic young man that I spoke to. I say young man because he's younger than me. He's not a teenager, but he's younger than me. And he said, I can't worship God if I'm not close to a Eucharist. I can't worship God properly if I'm not in the church building. And I found that sad and disturbing. And I noticed that, and I'm not knocking, in this video I'm not knocking particularly Catholics at all. This isn't about how the falseness of Catholicism. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is just simply the worshiping of God. Because this goes across all the denominations, all the church buildings. I've seen interviews on TV, on YouTube, and they're all really the same during the whole pandemic. That I know that's a talking word from the right. That they felt lost when the churches were being shut down, and it really bothered me. It's mind-boggling, but it's mind-opening. It should show you how false those church buildings can be. And someone's going to say, well, not mine. Okay. I'll play advocate here. The majority of them are. How about that? I've been to a lot of church buildings in my lifetime, and they're all the same. I've been to a number of different denominations, and they're the same. It's the same structure in place. I've been non-denominational churches that are same as the denominational churches. So let's not kid ourselves. But if you're lost without the church building that you had been going to for 15 years, 12 years, 10 years, then you're lost. It's just that simple. If the church building shut down and suddenly you have the inability to be close to God, you were never close to God. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to break it to you. We have a serious problem that's going to occur. There's going to be, as they say, there's going to be a great multitude coming to God. Yes, there will be. But there will be far greater falling away. Never mind the ones who aren't going to come at all. But the falling away. We can have the discussion of how long we've been in the falling away. But I'm telling you, towards the end, we're going to have a great many more fall than come. It's just that simple. We will have many come. There are going to be many who come to the Lord. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be awesome. But it would be a great many more that don't. So when you tell me that you are lost, you were already lost in the first place. If you needed the building to go to, if you relied on that and that alone, and said, well, not that alone, I go on Sundays. See, here's the thing. The story of the Good Samaritan, I'm going to paraphrase, talking about how, hey, our people go to the mountain to worship God. You say yours is in Jerusalem. And I'm paraphrasing, but Jesus talks about how, listen, it's going to be a day, man. Nowhere is a particular place. This is the temple of God right here. See this right here? God lives within you. So worshiping every day and every way and everywhere. On Sundays, on Saturdays, not just Sunday and just Saturday. I needed to make this video quickly because I've been thinking about that, the story of Good Samaritan. I think probably popped in my mind for some reason today because my boys read with Mom yesterday the Good Samaritan story, and I was thinking about it. I don't know why it really struck me. But we're in a situation where many people, and many of them are Christians, who say they're Christians, were lost without the church buildings. My friends, you better get found. Because a lot of these church buildings that are opening back up, or I'm sorry, getting full capacity in some places, they're going to go back down. And, here's another thing. 501c3, walk away from your church if it's 501c3. How many times I got to tell you this? If they're concerned, and they don't have a right to stand up and protest. They have no right. They have to shut their mouths and sit down. You signed 501c3. You, at that point, said, government, I am owned by you. But here's the thing. If it's in your home, in your backyard, no, you're not 501c3, and they can't summons you to court saying that you're breaking some sort of 501c3 rule. Interesting how they were not supposed to intersect 501c3. This is going to be a different video. I'm going to say it real quickly. 501c3. So here's the point. And we know Lyndon Johnson put that in effect. So churches, you couldn't tell people who to vote for and stuff like that. You had to stay away from that. Interesting how we have a lot of candidates who always seem to go to churches to what's the word I'm looking for? Campaign. Obama was in. Biden was in. I believe Trump was in a couple. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. But many, you go through the line. Interesting. Very interesting. You're 501c3. You gave away your rights to protest against the government because you are owned by the government. It's just that simple. It is that simple. Well, no, no. It's that simple. Done. We're done. There's no other conversation to have here. It's done. Finite. Get out of the church buildings. Get out of the church buildings and truly get saved instead of staying lost. What's in those church buildings? When you heard the same sermon for the 37th time in the last year and a half. Is that fruit for you? Hanging out? Don't forsake the fellowship of others. Okay? Have your fellow Christians to your home. Break bread with them on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday, whatever day. It doesn't matter. I'm going off the rails I normally do. I go into other subjects because, again, I'm one of those guys who got about 1 billion things to say. Thank you for tuning into this video. God bless. I love you and have a fantastic day.